Well, the NBA draft is getting started, and Kings fans want to know who's going to be the next big pick. Cody standing by with a homie and an expert.
That's
to get
right.
some education.
That's right. Let's get to him quickly because he's about to do a 7.5-hour draft show, apparently.
Wow.
Damien, is that true? How long is your draft show today?
It's 8 hours today.
8 hours?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know how this became a thing, but I guess it's just a running joke on us now where there's a draft, be it the NBA or the NFL. We're on for 8 hours, but we're happy to do it because we know Kings fans are excited today.
I might have to take an extra long trip today just so I can listen to most of it. Okay, Damien, let's talk about this. Last year, of course, we got Halliburton. I think everybody agrees that was a damn fine pick.
Absolutely.
What are you thinking about in this draft?
I'm hoping we land a Tyrese Halliburton. Now that's obviously a big stretch, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Now there are some alleged poor man's versions out there in this particular draft, but I don't know who they're selecting. I mean, I was trying to think back to last year and how we went through this. I think I talked to you last year at this same time, and there was Sadiq Bey. There was just a number of different names. Tyrese Halliburton wasn't one of them, because we thought he was going to be drafted higher. Now, this is another one of those weird years where COVID did impact the college basketball season, not in the same way that it did the year before with the entire tournament being canceled. But now we've got the, implementation of the G League Ignite. There's some different things at play here. So there's momentum gathering for, Franz Wagner, the kid out of Michigan. And I'd like to remind everybody of the great Mac Jones saga of the NFL draft, where everyone said Mac Jones was going to the San Francisco 49ers and didn't. So just because a mock draft or lots of mock drafts say that the Kings are going to take a particular player, I don't buy it because I don't think Monty McNair really tips his hand in any of this. But Franz is a guy that people like. James Bouknight is another one. Some people think he'll go before Kai Jones, Jalen Johnson. It's pretty wide open here. The first 5 picks are kind of locked in. But everything after that, it's a bit of a head scratcher.
So what you're saying to me is that Cade Cunningham is not going to fall to us.
He's not. As a matter of fact, if Cade Cunningham landed at 9, you almost have to pass on him because it's like, what does everybody else know that we don't? But no, that's very much not happening. He's going to be the first name called tonight.
Oh, what? Okay, let's play a little game. What are the odds, is what we're going to call it. What are the odds that Buddy Hield will still be a King by the end of tonight?
I would say very high. Okay. Because everything that we've read so far says that Buddy Hield's trade in this proposed deal with the Los Angeles Lakers, and there's multiple ones out there. There's the Memphis one, there's the Philadelphia one, but the one that seems to have the most momentum, the one with Los Angeles that involves Kyle Kuzma and potentially Montrezl Harrell, that doesn't have to be done tonight because it doesn't seem to involve the draft pick. Now, there's reports from the Ringer today that the Lakers have thrown in the 22nd pick of the draft. That changes things. So if that report is true and they do include things, they do include that 22nd pick, then yeah, that deal can absolutely be done tonight. But if the core of it is Kyle Kuzma and Montrezl Harrell, what you really have to figure out is Montrezl Harrell going to opt into his year? Because he has a lot of control here, and he doesn't have to do that tonight. And you can't trade a player and the player opt out. So the Kings have to know what Montrezl Harrell is doing, assuming, of course, he's their target. It could be Contavious Caldwell-Pope as well.
Now, if we could somehow keep Rashard Holmes and then have Harrell come in too, we'd be the baddest team on the planet.
And it's absolutely possible. And, Rashawn Holmes is a name everybody's going to be watching on Monday as well when free agency gets underway. If Marvin Bagley is traded tonight, the likelihood of Rashawn Holmes remaining a Sacramento King, I think, skyrockets.
Ooh, okay, that's something to look out for. Is there any player out there that you cannot wait to see play basketball? Like either drafted by another team and come into town, like Trey was my guy last year. I wanted to see him play. I couldn't. When he got drafted, I was like, I cannot wait to pay money to see that guy play. So what's a player out there that you're excited about?
The 2 Jalens at the top of the draft, Jalen Suggs and Jalen Green. Watching them with the Ignite, watching some of the different things that they did. They've got tremendous skill sets for, it's such today's NBA. Their scores. They have the ability to play on both sides. I'm anxious to watch them both grow as players. I think they'll be a lot of fun. And you mentioned Cade Cunningham. He's going to be a blast to watch as well. Detroit's going to have some work there to surround him with some talent, but he's a good ball player.
Now, what time does your Juggernaut Show starts?
It starts at 12 o'clock with the regular edition of D'Lo and KC from 12 to 4. And then I guess we just morph into the draft show from 4 to 8. So we'll have the entire, draft picks 1 through 9. We'll air those live. We go commercial free for like 90 minutes from 5 to 6:30. Ooh. We don't take a commercial break. So once that Kings selection is made, we're going to bring in different draft analysts, Kings writers. We'll try to get, the coach of whatever respective player is taken. And then, of course, there is the outside chance the trade, the pick is moved, and Kenny and I will just twiddle our thumbs for 8 hours.
I'm not saying I'm hoping for that, but I think that would be some entertaining radio, quite honestly.
It would be very entertaining, and I actually think that's what a lot of Kings fans are rooting for.
Thank you, sir, for joining us today. Now, I know that I ask a lot of you, and you are about to go on a juggernaut of an 8-hour show. Would you join us tomorrow to give us your thoughts about what happened in the draft tonight?
I would love nothing more than to be with you tomorrow.
Okay, we got him.
All right.
Book him.
Book him, Dano. I love it.
Thanks, David. Bye.
Bye, Coco. Bye, Cody.
Bye, Damien. Listen, Cody, you can never complain about Good Day being 6.5 hours when Damien has to do 8 hours
I know.
straight.
I feel guilty sometimes. When he said that, like, we're going to go commercial free for 90 minutes, and I'm like, sometimes we do that, but not by, it's an accident.
It's an accident. All right. Thanks, gents.